building, man. We need to get a Raiders chant, man. Give us that Raiders, man. Hey. Raiders! Hey, man, long overdue. But what we talked about, man, doing together as a team, man. Hey, listen, proud, man, honestly. The fight, the effort, the ups and downs over the last whatever amount of weeks, man. But all that doesn't matter because this is the best field in the world. I don't give a get it once, twice. We heard the song. All he says is we want to win, man. Just keep building. But enjoy these moments, man, because we know how hard they are, man. Let's go.
Oh, that does feel good to hear that. Let's give him one. Let's give him one from our desk. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders!
Yes.
It's been since September. Welcome into Raiders Gameday, everybody. Amber Theoharis along with James Jones and Eric Allen. Look, it's been a long journey. It's been a long season, but every win does count. And I'll tell you, this team deserved it. They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 19-14. They have been battling and never quitting, and they deserve to come out with the win. What are your thoughts, EA?
I tell you, man, when you're talking about AP and where he is right now, it's all about what product you're putting on the football field, and that product continues to fight for him and fight for this organization, fight for this fan base. It was great to see we finally were able to kind of close the book and not allow it to slip away. Just really happy for all these young players, inexperienced players who are getting this great opportunity, and some older guys who are getting the opportunity and putting it down for the silver and black.
Finally, we get the Raiders chant. Because
we've been holding that one in.
Finished a football game. We made the plays to win the football game. At the end of the game, it's going to be some ups and downs during the game, but at the end of the game, when the game is on the line, 4th down, get a stop. All right? Offense, get a 1st down. We made the plays to go win the football game, and we start the show with a Raiders chant. Proud of them boys. I feel good.
I feel good, too.
I feel good, man.
3 big things we're going to talk about here on Raiders Game Day. And, hey, all we wanted for Christmas, too, was a Raiders win. And the Raiders delivered to the loyal fans that keep showing up every single game. Raider Nation, you are the best. Brock Bowers continues to shine as he passes the 1,000-yard mark for a tight end receiving yards. That is so impressive. We will break down his performance. And also, look at that from Isaiah Polamau. The youngin came up big. 2 forced fumbles. We will talk to him a little bit later in the show. But first,
go ahead and get it.
Santa's getting it. It's a groovy kind of Santa, along with the Raiderettes.
Okay.
Special appearance.
Go ahead.
On the opening possession. First and 10.
That's
the first play of the game for our offense.
32 yards, setting the tone on the catch and run.
Let them know.
And that surpasses 1,000 yards.
Incredible.
For Brock Bowers only. Mike Ditka and Kyle Pitts have ever done that.
He's about to reel him in, too.
Yep.
He's going to reel him in.
2 plays later, Aiden O'Connell, though, is sacked by a loss by Mason Smith, a loss of 6 yards.
Oh, know where to go with the rock. Yeah.
Some changes on the offensive line today. JPJ was playing guard, and Andre James was back at center.
All right, let's take this out the playbook.
Take that 2 weeks in a row. That didn't work. Stop with that. 2 plays later.
All right.
Not looking good. 6 yards, sacked by Eric Armstead. And they're forced to punt.
Better pump protection.
Kevin Duvernay on the return, 26 yards. But you can't do this when you're coming out of bounds, right? You can't get caught on the unnecessary roughness penalty by Amari Gaynor. So that's 15 yards. So the total yards on the return with the penalty, 41.
Yeah.
So it puts the Jags at the Vegas 28,
Keep
2nd and 9.
Keep going hard.
Play to that whistle.
Mac Jones.
Give us that. That's a pick still till this day.
Yeah.
And that's against his former team. Kaylavon Chason was a 1st-round pick of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And he's been playing some good ball.
That looked like an interception, but it's not. It's ruled incomplete. AP challenged it and lost. Sure looked like an interception to me. Next play, 3rd and 9. Mac Jones to Brian Thomas Jr., the rookie, for 16 yards.
We have a great rookie.
Yeah.
And our guy, he is an amazing receiver for the team.
He is going to be a legit player.
Yeah.
Tank Bigsby, he punches it in.
Kind of nervous right now. These Jaguars kind of had a good drive, finished with a goal line run. So you're thinking defensively, we got to step up here.
7-0 Jags here in the first quarter. On the next possession with the Raiders, 2-7. Aiden O'Connell. He scrambles.
There we go.
Look at those legs. We knew he had it. Remember, he's coming off a knee injury, too.
That's
He's
right.
returning. Next play, 1st and 10. Aiden O'Connell.
We got to teach him how to fall, though.
Is looking to Jacoby Myers, completes
Jacoby.
it, 24 yards. Some big plays, man. When he wants to throw the ball downfield, he can do that.
I'm not
Second
gonna
quarter,
lie. I'm not
like
gonna
that,
lie.
right there.
They didn't. The points didn't really show how well he played today. I thought ALC had one of his best games today.
Yeah.
Moving in the pocket, making plays with his legs, off the back foot, throwing that ball right there like that, and then to finish this thing off with a score.
With Alexander Madison.
Important.
And our producers just told me 5 explosive plays of 15 yards or more for the Raiders.
We needed them explosives. Here go one of them.
Here we go.
Good.
Jacoby Myers.
Got to create explosive plays.
And
there
this is really not Aiden's game, but I love the fact that Turner has him out on the edge, being able to get a ball to one of the best number 2 receivers in all the National Football League.
No question.
But you know what? The drive stalls, and they got to try the field goal attempt that is good from 49 yards out. Daniel Carlson nails it, and the Raiders are up 10-7 over the Jags.
There you go. Really good. Got you.
Oh,
They
yeah,
get the ball back,
it.
by the way, after a 3 and
buddy.
out. So you got to credit the defense. The defense went 3 and out after that field goal.
Look at this.
Abdullah has been a bright spot for our team. Step up, check down. I know where he coming. Hey, got you.
And then finishing strong.
Yeah, we call that the planter's peanut right there.
We're going to give it some love later on. 3 plays later, 2nd and 5. Amir
Hitting
again,
it.
rushing.
Hitting it.
10 yards to Jacksonville 36.
Scat back.
Put your ski mask on. That's a nice looking hole right there.
1st and 10.
Love
Aiden
the play
O'Connell
call. Love the play call
to
right
Brock
here.
Bowers for 9 yards, takes it down to the Jacksonville 27.
Yeah, let's be smart here. Get our best
Hey,
player involved.
usually rookies slow down. I don't know why Brock looked like he's speeding up as the game going on.
Really?
He
Yes.
Yeah.
He does.
But again, they can't get in the red zone and score, so they settle for 3, and Daniel Carlson nails it from 37 yards out, and it's Raiders 13, Jags 7. Jags have the ball now, 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 30, and Tank Bigsby rushes it, but
There
look
it
at
is.
that. Isaiah pull him out with a tackle and punches the ball
Look at that right
out.
there.
That's a real punch,
that is
too.
And it's
really
recovered by
good.
Trayvon Merrick in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, those two
Great
safeties
technique there.
making big-time plays.
End of the first half, Mac Jones to Parker Washington for 17 yards, trying to get to that field goal line at the end of the half. Next play,
Let's heat him up.
and punches it out
Ooh,
again.
that boy come up there.
Isaiah
hitting.
Pull-a-Mau.
I
His
see you,
second
young
forced
fella.
fumble of the game is recovered by
that's a
Thomas
great
Harper.
tackle.
That's hat on ball right
Yeah,
there.
that's forming. That's forming it up right there.
In the third quarter, Raiders up 13-7.
Edge,
and
got to protect the edge.
Travis Etienne.
Got to protect the edge.
I see
a
you,
loss of
2-5.
1 yard on the tackle by the rookie, DeCamerion
Come on, let's
Richardson.
heat him up. Let's heat him
Next
up now. There
play.
we go.
Got you.
Got to heat him up sometimes.
Levon Chason
There you
says,
go.
hey, remember? Y'all didn't want me.
That's right. I
Y'all
see
didn't
you.
want me. Look at me now.
I see
Yeah,
a
he
PG.
He's been
earning
playing.
himself some money up.
Yeah, he's been playing for the Raiders, that's for sure. First-round draft pick living up to the potential. Later in the quarter, Aiden O'Connell to Brock Bowers.
Find 89, man.
Look at that catch.
Find 89.
Extended away from his body.
And again, they got to go for a field goal attempt, but this time it's no good from 46 yards out. Daniel Carlson has had some missed field goals lately, little uncharacteristic
But
of
those
him.
are the ones we need right there, though. Even if you get 3 off a takeaway, you make this game 16-7. You need that. And then, when
And
you miss
then
it
for
and
them
give
to turn around.
Come on,
Yeah,
come on.
so now they have the lead.
Come on.
That was a
Come on.
62-yard.
You got to roll to the, watch that safety go in the middle.
touchdown.
So you got to roll to
Oh,
the
it's
numbers.
cover
To the
3.
corner. Yeah, you got to roll to the,
Yeah,
to
it was
the numbers.
cover 3.
Yeah.
So Jones is wrong.
Yeah.
So the Raiders are down a point now
Man.
after the missed field goal and giving up that blown coverage.
Oh,
there.
get out of there. Get out of there. Hey, let me show it.
I love
Let me
it.
see it. Look at that. Man.
He has some
50-50
legs
ball.
on him today.
50-50 ball.
Amir
Hey.
Abdullah comes down with it.
Hey, if this was Patrick Mahomes, we would be talking about him for the next 24 hours. This is a heck of a play by AOC right here. Getting out of the sack, throwing the ball up to where your receiver can get it only. Big time play. Come back to Brock Bowers in scoring position.
That's a
He
nice
throwing that
ball
though.
outside the numbers, right on the,
Yeah,
right where it
AOC
needs to
played-
be.
He played well today.
He did. Good accuracy.
Next play, Amir Abdullah to the right for 7 yards and into the end zone. Boy runs hard.
Yeah, that was
Throw
great
it.
blocking right here though. Come off
Watch.
on the backer.
Get to the second level, Dylan.
And the Raiders are up 19-14 on the Jaguars. There was a failed 2-point conversion, by the way, after
Great
that. Later in the
job.
quarter, and again, looking to Brock Bowers this time for 9 yards, takes it to the Vegas 30.
That's why we were excited last year,
Yeah.
at the end of last year, because Aiden was playing
The
like
game
this.
is evolving. You got to be
Yeah.
able to do this more and more.
Right.
Get off of the spot, man. He could throw the ball with the best of them. Like I said,
3 plays
today was
later.
a really good day for him.
Amir Abdullah back in on the action, 9 yards to the Vegas 50.
There you go. That play action. Really good.
He has really stepped up in a lot of different ways for this team. 3 plays later,
Look at that quick,
Brock
decisive
Bowers'
decision.
reception, but
Really playing
there was a
well.
penalty, pass interference on the Raiders on Terrence Marshall
That's
Jr.
what?
That'll take 10
now,
yards.
these refs got to do better. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's bad.
That is bad.
So the Raiders are forced to punt on that drive. Jags with one final chance. Passes to Luke Farrell, 6 yards down to the Jacksonville
Come on,
19.
let's get some pressure on this dude.
And then here he
Come on
goes.
now. Come
To
on
the
now.
right, Mac Jones to Brian Thomas Jr. And Brian Thomas Jr. had a big game.
He's a beast. We need to heat this dude up a little bit. That's too much time.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So down to the Jacksonville 39.
Tackle.
And the next play, 1st and 10.
There we go. That's right.
Look at him. Look
There
at
we
him.
Pressure.
go.
Ain't
I
nothing
think-
we do.
I
Ain't nobody
was
there.
listening to you there, EA.
That's right. Heat that joker up.
And it's 4th down.
Tackle. That's it.
Come on, get him
Rally.
down. Get him down.
Nice
get him down.
tackle by Trayvon Merrick, and they turn it over on downs.
Yep.
And there
That's
you
the
go,
game.
victory! It feels good to say that as the Raiders win 19-14. They improve to 3-12, and they snap a 10-game losing streak that has been very tough for everybody involved. Taking a look at the final game stats, and there's one stat you need to look at, and it's the turnovers. They didn't turn the ball over. First clean game they have played all year, and then they also force 2 turnovers. And look at the
Red zone?
Red zone.
And then Amber's
Time
number.
of possession, 9 minutes. When you hold the ball 9 more minutes,
yeah.
then you're probably going to score more points. It's just something I would assume. But man, talking about what this defense did, first of all.
Yeah.
This defense has battled and battled and battled. JJ, you and I were talking to Tom Telesco on the sideline before the game. He was reminding us that 12 rookies have been out there playing at different times, and most of them are on defense. We see DeCamerion Richardson coming up with a tackle for loss. The defense only gave up 14 points. Last week, 15 points. The week before that, 19 points. They're battling.
Hey, they're battling.
Come on, man.
And
That
depth
should be-
for,
that should
depth
be
for
3
next year is
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
really important.
Right.
That's what I'm looking at, seeing guys that are going to battle for starting positions when all of the injuries come back.
Yeah.
But if at worst, they're going to be backups, and that's really strong.
That's great.
doubt.
That gives you so much depth. I think Rob Leonard deserves a lot of credit. He's the defensive line coach. Every defensive lineman always gets better during the season with him. You see young guys, inexperienced guys, they have second, third different ulterior moves when they're rushing the passer, doing a really good job of making sure they collapse the pocket, taking the edges. Man, these young guys are really playing good, and that's the focal point. And from there, the linebackers, Spillane and Diablo do well, and then the young guys in the secondary. We have 3 guys in the secondary who weren't starters at the beginning of the season.
And you know what, JJ, who else were we talking to on the sideline? Ricky Manning Jr. came over and said hello to us, the defensive backs coach. We were talking to him for quite a bit. I mean, the job that he has done coaching up all of these young players. Remember, there's no Jacorian Bennett. Nate Hobbs was out for a while. The improvement of Trayvon Merrick that we have seen here. I mean, you have to really give a credit to these coaches because they haven't quit either, and we don't get to shout them out
That's right.
enough.
It's important.
No doubt. Kudos to the coaching staff. Kudos to the players coming in the game. We talked about it earlier in the season when this was all happening, the injuries. This is your time to step up. This is your time to make the football team. When they go and they start bringing in free agencies and drafting and all that, they can sit here now and say, we solid at corner.
Yeah.
Hey, we solid at tight end. Whatever it may be, because you made an impression on this football team. Well, the one thing I learned about today and loved about today, they didn't beat themselves. I don't care who's on the football field. I don't care if the other team's more talented, better quarterback, whatever it may be, who you play. If you don't beat yourself, you're going to have a chance to be in the ball game. If we didn't turn the football over, giving up 15 and 19 points, we probably win them games too. So they handled business today on the offensive side of the ball, helping the defense out. And then the W.
When we come back, we're going to talk to the man responsible for 2 of those takeaways. Isaiah Polamalu, the young safety, steps into Raiders Game Day next.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
Guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day,
gonna be a day when I'll be the one
you dream.
it's gonna
It's gonna be me.
Dude, are you crying?
Hey Raider Nation, when you come to see the Raiders take the field at Allegiant Stadium, you should do it from the best seats in the house. So grab an ice-cold Coors Light, and you can enter to win tickets for these Coors Light silver seats at Allegiant Stadium. With plush seating, state-of-the-art beverage coolers, and wireless phone chargers, there's no better place to watch your Raiders bring home the win. Celebrate responsibly.
It's in our very nature to find exhilaration in the new, to seek the excitement of the unexpected, an endless yearning to experience what lies beyond the everyday.
Taste is not an option. Taste is everything. 1800, the world's most awarded tequila.
Raiders Game Day is brought to you by Allegiant, the official airline of the Raiders. Low fares, non-stop flights, only at Allegiant.com. America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Las Vegas Raiders. Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. And by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Welcome back. So the Raiders get the win, 19-14 over the Jaguars. And a big reason for that was forcing turnovers. The defense took the ball away, and two of those went to this man right here, live from Allegiant Stadium, Isaiah Pola-Mao. Hey, it is good to see you. More importantly, it's good to see you after a win. We'll talk about what you did to influence it.
Absolutely.
But first, just how nice is it to have a victory speech in the locker room? What is the atmosphere like right now?
You know, everybody's riding high right now. It's a good feeling. You know, it's been a long time coming, but it's good to get this one.
Talk us a little about your journey. Obviously, start off the season, wasn't a starter, had to come in, done some big things. Talk to us a little about your journey so far.
You know, I mean, it's a violent game we play, and, you know, the injuries are a part of that. But, you know, for me, it was just I wanted to step in and, you know, be there for my brothers and, you know, make sure that there was no vacancy there. You know, I wanted to take in and kind of be a leader.
Man, talk to us a little bit about the defense, man, because this is not the first game. I believe the defense has really played their tails off. You know what I mean? Even if the takeaways might not be there, I mean, you guys have been playing at a high level, flying around, making really good plays. Just tell us the mindset of the defense, man, just through this year.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's what I respect and love about this team. You know, regardless of the situation, regardless of our record, we're going to go out there and we're going to fight for each other, you know, and we're going to put good stuff out on tape. And, you know, when they play the Raiders, they're going to know that this defense flying around and trying to hit somebody, you know. So that's our mindset, and that all starts with, you know, Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins, guys like that, Robert Spillane, you know. So we all kind of just take after them and follow their footsteps.
Well, it's not just about hitting people, it's about punching. We saw you punch the ball out twice there. You're the second defensive back, you probably don't know this, second defensive back in Raiders history to record multiple forced fumbles in a game. Guess who the first one was? Guess who's the other guy?
Who was that?
Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson, a Hall of Famer. So you're in pretty good company.
Of course it was.
Pretty good company. So take me through those plays, because I know that is something you guys practice, is punching the ball out and getting those takeaways.
Well, I mean, just like you said, it's something that we practice, but you know, we talk about it all the time. It's body blows. You know, you never know in boxing which one's going to be the knockout punch, so you have to throw them. You know, and that's something that we talk about all the time. So you got to throw them body shots, and that one landed. I saw the ball, and you know, we talk about it all the time. Our eyes are our biggest weapon. So you see something, you're able to, work it.
I'll tell you, man, your other partner in crime there, the other safe, Trayvon's been playing at a really high level. Talk to us about your guys' relationship.
Man, it's just, we say it all the time, it's you're tripping or you ain't. And we take pride in just, they got to worry about us. We take pride in just being out there on petty football, just you coming to crack us, you coming to block us, you gotta watch the tape and you gotta deal with us.
I
So
like
we take
that.
pride in that.
I like that right there. So you make a play, you pull up on him, you tripping? I like that right there. I like that.
You gotta. Yeah, you got to.
Hey, really quick though, because it's already hard enough for y'all guys on the defensive side of the ball to bring somebody down. In certain areas, you got to hit a person. Can't use your head. Head got to be. It's already hard enough as well. You got to worry about the dude juking you, running you over, all that. How do you practice like it's a one-on-one tackle? I'm trying to punch this ball and make the tackle at the same time. How, like, I see a lot of y'all doing it now, and y'all make it look easy, but how do y'all practice that?
It's you got to take every rep serious in practice. If you're in the middle of the field and the running back breaks through, you have to take that like it's a game rep, and you have to work that because that's one of the hardest plays in football, to get them on the ground. But you got to own your leverage and take away the space and shoot your shot.
Before we let you go, I always love to connect the dots. And James Jones played football as well, as you know. He did lead the league in touchdowns, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. And I always ask him. Which defender hit you the hardest? Like, I'll ask any offensive player that. And guess who his answer was? You know him very well.
I got to say, Troy Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu, your uncle. Knocked the snot out of JJ.
That's what we bring it to the show now.
You told me that. I'm trying to give respect to his family. They're warriors. Look at the tattoos on the arms, the Samoan tattoos.
Okay.
They're warriors.
All right, so just so you know that now, if I see you in the hallway and you get a nice little bow, hey, just know I'm tripping because of your uncle.
I got you. I keep my head on the swivel.
Isaiah, congratulations on a really strong game. Every defender that I've interviewed one-on-one over the last couple of weeks, I'll always say, who is a player that stands out, that's really taken advantage of their opportunity right now? And a majority of them have said you. So your hard work is not going unnoticed. Keep it up, and we can't wait to see you out there next week against the Saints.
Well, that means a lot. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you. Enjoy the win.
Yep, happy holidays, y'all.
Well done, my brother.
Thank you.
JJ's so mad at me, but this defense, as we said earlier, really played well today. They only allowed 72 rushing yards, one of the best performances of the year. Only allowed 14 points. That's the second fewest, and most importantly, the forced turnovers, 2. That was the second most this year. So the defense continues to play well, but Isaiah Polamalu has been what a nice addition, because when I do talk to other people about him, they keep bringing up, look, there's Jack Jones.
Yep.
Looking at Jack Jones. But the guys that have been asked to step up.
Yeah, and that's really what it's about. It's about being around the football, making plays on those 50-50 balls. Obviously, you want interceptions, but this team has been dialed in, and I go back to the coaching, right?
Yes.
To be able to be around the football, yes, but you're just not showing up on Sunday doing that without preparation and coaching. And that's what you love about the last 2 years, that defensively, they have really kind of dialed in on these little things, and these are just young, inexperienced players. Can't wait to see these guys with a full year and training camp under their belt, the type of performances they can bring us.
Yeah, and you're right about that, EA, man, because this is when you truly know that you can coach. Because I remember talking to a couple GMs, they like, you don't get no credit for drafting no first rounder. Everybody thought he needed to be good. You get credit for the fourth, third, the fifth rounders, turning them into Pro Bowl players and really good players, because now you're developing and coaching. When you watch these young players go out here and ball out like that and play, especially on the defensive side of the ball, the way they play, man, kudos to this coaching staff and what they are doing.
Yeah, and look at guys that are the lower round draft picks from this year. DeCamerion Richardson out there making plays. Dylan Lobby is out there at times, you know, returning kicks and punts. So it's pretty cool to watch these guys starting to emerge. All right, when we come back, we are going to break down Brock Bowers, who continues to shine as he has another big game. And also, we're going to really get into that Raiders secondary with better. There's a thing or two about it. EA.
Every year, millions fly with us at Allegiant because together, we go places. We see old friends and try new things. We laugh. We really like to laugh. And reconnect. We remember. And we wander, which leads to wonder. From how we go to where we go to what we do when we get there, we go further together.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. Your 5-star chefs on 4 wheels, running your kitchen all over town, pushing through working hours and after hours. No matter rain or shine, because when you stay hungry, your neighborhood stays fed. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Looking good, guys.
Thanks!
Oh, hey, Pickle!
Hi, Dad!
I brought Mom's glasses from the hotel.
Oh, great! She's in the ballroom, the big one!
I'm coming up!
Vacations are better with the credit gods on your side. Rewards once available to the few are now accessible to the many. Earn points for travel with Credit One Bank and live large.
It's in our very nature to find exhilaration in the new, to seek the excitement of the unexpected, an endless yearning to experience what lies beyond the everyday.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro. Guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day
when I'll be the one
you dream.
It's gonna.
It's gonna be Ray.
Dude, are you crying?
In 300 feet, turn left.
With Cox's fiber-powered internet, you can do brilliant things.
Exit approaching.
Like upload your voice to Dad's GPS in no time flat.
And I miss you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Get multi-gig download speeds powered by fiber. Upgrade your internet today with Cox, the nation's fastest internet provider. Limited availability in select areas.
Intermountain Health understands that life can be a challenging game, and mental wellness is vital to our overall health. It takes courage to admit when we're not okay, and even more to reach out. If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, call or text 988 or visit strongestplay.com for mental wellness resources. Welcome back. The Raiders get the win 19-14 over the Jaguars. And as we continue to talk about the defense, it's not just the takeaways, but also the disruptive plays. And in addition, on the offensive side of the ball, Brock Bowers continues his Rookie of the Year campaign. To break down both, we send it over to EA and JJ. What's up?
Hey, I'll tell you what, Amber, defense, when you talk about defense, particularly the secondary right now, Trayvon's playing at a really high level, and he's bringing all those young guys around. Most important thing about defense is understanding leverage, and then after your leverage, being able to attack the football. We have some great hits here. We're going to show you that this football team really playing at a extremely smart level. Here we're going to play. This is like second base. Still in second. Soon as you see that ball out of the quarterback's hands, you got to break on the ball. Not just good enough to make the tackle, but you want to get your hands through the pocket. So this is a skill set that we have to continue to practice. Look at that. You got to make sure you get your hands on the football, you get the PBU, and you have an opportunity to get off the field. One more time. Zone defense. You have to understand your leverage where you are. It's about still in second base. Bam. As soon as that quarterback's hands goes back, still in second. Same concept when we're attacking the ball. Work through the pocket. That tells EA and JJ that they are working these things in practice.
And that's
really
film
good job.
That's
and film study.
Yes. They see it with their eyes off the rip. Go make the play.
Exactly. And another thing, we always see the National Football League guys ripping and punching this football. First, you have to make sure you secure your leverage. Hey, I'm outside, but I'm going to punch that football if I see the football. So if you see that leather, you got to punch that leather. Great job by our safety at that impact. One more time, leverage. I have one man on my outside. I'm going to come in. I got to make sure I knock this ball out with my right shoulder. So important that these guys understand their leverage and what to do. One more time. You see what the other ball carriers? You see the tackler? Great job here by understanding leverage, making a big-time play.
Man, that's called being violent on defense and flying around because they ain't waiting to hit nobody or bat no passes down. That's big time. But let me tell you something, man. On offense, just get it to 89.
89, which one? You or this one?
This one right here. I'm done. My hamstrings is done. Fine 89, young Brock Bowers. Get the ball in his hands. Short, long, it don't matter. Ha! Get you something. Violent on the boundaries.
Okay.
We don't never step out of bounds.
All right. No.
Violent on the boundaries and go get you something.
Man.
Hey, week 3 or 4, remember he was stepping out of bounds. Now he's saying, hey, you gonna feel me down this sideline. That's a big time play right here. Get the ball to 89. I love this design. Let's fake the toss. Let's come back on the shallow cross to Brock. Get the ball in his hands and let him do what he does. You cannot get him enough touches. Like I said, whether it's short, long, you cannot get him enough touches.
Great design.
He's starting to get faster and faster as the game goes on. It seems like it, right? It's going to be harder for people to start tackling this dude. And then right here, simple out route, but I love it. Inside release to create that little natural rub right there. Really good ball. Brock Bowers up the field. I love the location, man. You miss on this throw, you want to miss outside. AOC did a really good job of getting this ball out of his hands. He playing at a different speed.
He really is.
Playing comfortable. Put him in the Rookie of the Year conversations because he's making plays like this. This is really the first play of the game right here. First play of the game.
On the other side of the field.
Right? Now AOC extends the play. Get the ball out to your playmakers. One thing about Brock, he don't never go backwards. He always falls forward. We always going to get the extra yard.
Is that a good trait to have?
That is a great trait to have. You always going to get the extra yard and fall forward, never backwards. That's why we in the weight room. All right? You know what I'm saying? Brock Bowers, what he got, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, I don't know how many yards, but if you find him, he gonna make you look good, man, on the offensive side of the ball. Back to you, Amber.
I think it's just 1,000, but only 2 other people have done it, so it makes it very impressive. But you know what's impressive? We talk a lot about the rookies. How about some of the veterans that have been asked to step up? And one in particular is Amber Abdullah, who continues to do everything that is asked of him. He's catching the ball out of the backfield. He's rushing. Look at his rushing yards per attempt, 5.4. That's what a lead back does. I had a touchdown, got in the end zone on a nice run and is able to return the ball, so he's special teams as well. And sometimes we focus so much on what the future is that we don't pay attention to what the present is. This is a guy that's been here since Josh McDaniels brought him over 3 years ago, and he just continues to go from a role player to a star when he is asked to be one.
You know how difficult it is to be able to be with one staff and then have the evaluation process and then make it through? For a running back, because you know we're talking about now running backs only have 3 or 4 years and we're ready to get rid of them. This young guy has been able to withstand all of that, play special teams, and really have the kind of career right now that you want from a running back, being able to play at all different positions, do so many things, be so valuable. Just really like how Double A is playing.
And this is how you become a leader too, though. Right? Because it's one thing being a superstar player, Max Crosby, and you come over to me and I'm playing special teams. Go chase the punt, move out of the way. You ain't chasing the But Amber Abdullah does it all. He's in the special teams meetings. Max is not. He's in the offensive meetings. You understand? So he can really relate to all the players on the football team, and now you're making plays. This is how a leader is born. I'm proud of him because he's never selfish. Number call, go make plays. I don't care if I'm the number 3, number 4, whatever it is. I don't care who's here. I don't care if I'm catching punts. I don't care if I'm returning kickoffs. Unselfish player going out here making plays, and now he's one of the biggest bright spots on the offense.
Yeah, and think about where he was on the depth chart. Coming into this year, it was Zamir White. He was going to be the guy, and then the 2-punch was going to be Alexander Madison. And then when both go down, then, there's this random new guy out of nowhere. Sincere McCormick's going to be ahead of you. And everybody loved what Sincere's doing. Unfortunately, he gets injured. And then it was kind of a war of attrition. And Amir Abdullah's the last one standing, but he takes advantage, of his opportunity. So we want to give a little love to Amir Abdullah, who had the touchdown today. All right, when we come back, Antonio Pierce smiling at the podium. Imagine that. It's great to see you, Coach Smile. We're going to hear from him. Coming up next.
Hey Raider Nation, when you come to see the Raiders take the field at Allegiant Stadium, you should do it from the best seats in the house. So grab an ice cold Coors Light, and you can enter to win tickets for these Coors Light silver seats at Allegiant Stadium. With plush seating, state-of-the-art beverage coolers, and wireless phone chargers, there's no better place to watch your Raiders bring home the win. Celebrate responsibly.
Every year, millions fly with us at Allegiant because together, we go places. We see old friends and try new things. We laugh. We really like to laugh. And reconnect. We remember. And we wander, which leads to wonder. From how we go to where we go to what we do when we get there, we go further together.
In 300 feet, turn left.
With Cox's fiber-powered internet, you can do brilliant things.
Exit approaching.
Like upload your voice to Dad's GPS in no time flat.
And I miss you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Get multi-gig download speeds powered by fiber. Upgrade your internet today with Cox, the nation's fastest internet provider. Limited availability in select areas.
The power of we connects you. It looks after you. It completes your circle. And with Intermountain Health as a partner in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. Because the stronger your circle, the healthier your life will be. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
This segment of Raiders Game Day is brought to you by Twitch. Be sure to check out the Raiders' 5th Quarter podcast. Listen and follow wherever you podcast.
I know that you do not like to make things about you, but tonight you were running up and down the sidelines with Jink and other guys. For you personally, just the man, what did this win mean to AP?
Yeah, it was good just to stop talking about losing. It's all about winning. That was a song that they were playing when we walked to the locker room. It's always a good feeling because you put in all this work and to have repeated losses and then put that to the side and just watch a team victory, right? Well, what these guys playing for, all this BS noise on the outside, like I told those gentlemen in there, it's all about us. It doesn't matter about the outside noise.
Coach, for the part of Raider Nation that is focused on the first overall draft pick conversation, what is your response to them?
Talk to Tom Telesco.
Pull them out at true force fumbles. What do you see from your defense? You're missing a lot of guys, obviously, but they've kind of come back and bounced back from them.
Yeah, Isaiah's been just, since he stepped in for Marcus, I think he's done an outstanding job. One, with the communication, picking that up, understanding his role, and then, to be honest, the last several weeks, just making plays. And I thought today, just the physicality. None of those were punch-outs. He put his hat on the ball, right? The physicality, the way we talked about playing here, ill intent, violence. That showed up today. I thought our defense really rallied around that. I thought really good job in the running game, being, stout, making them one-dimensional, and then obviously putting it in the quarterback's hands, which we thought will play in our favor.
Antonio, no part of your team's been hurt more than the defensive line, but this is kind of the second straight week where, despite it all, they still come to play.
Yeah, Robbie Leonard, Andre Carter's done an outstanding job with that group. But a lot of pride and professionalism in that group. KC, again, almost had an interception there. These guys, there's Tyree Wilson coming up with a big pressure down the road, and all those young D tackles that we got, man, they're just constantly stepping up each and every week, working, grinding, and like we talked about before, taking advantage of opportunities.
Coach, what was your initial message to your team after this win?
just a big smile.
You talked about Aiden's willingness and ability to extend plays tonight. How big was that 3rd and 3 where he escaped pressure and then lofted it up to Amir and was able to get down with the first down?
Yeah, I don't know what got into Aiden tonight, but whatever he ate, Wheaties or cereal or whatever little snack he had, he needs to do it again. He was moving way more I've ever seen. I think you guys can attest to that as well. But I think that's just, the determination that this guy and his team had today to get a win. Okay, you guys have a good one. Happy holidays.
Time now for one big number, and it's a big fat 0. It's a good 0. 0 turnovers. That's the first time this season that the Raiders have not turned the ball over, which is not good. But it kind of defines why the season has been so difficult. But hey, starting to clean it up now. And as you said, you got to give credit to Aiden O'Connell, who we didn't even know if he was going to come back.
Right.
I mean, this was a guy that did not play on Monday Night Football because of the knee injury and goes back out there. Remember, he had a broken thumb earlier in the season. He goes back. So one thing we've learned about Aiden O'Connell is he's tough.
He's tough.
And he plays a very tough game today, doesn't turn the ball over, throws for 257 yards. He was sacked twice. But this is a guy that I think is showing that he belongs next year and should have a chance to compete for some sort of role with this team.
I agree, and I think he understands he's auditioning for an opportunity to be in the National Football League. Once again, either here or somewhere else. And I think he's proven that. Again, once he gets to that point where it's no fear, he's not worried about people behind him, this is the kind of player he has been the last, half a year when we've seen him perform. He's going to give you opportunities to play. This offense looked totally different from last week's offense because of Aiden, because of the play calling and what goes into, trying to set up play action. And if you are setting up play action and you don't have the ability to throw the ball from the numbers deep, Aiden has all of that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we were more confident today in the game plan.
Yeah, well, me and Amber, we were on the field today, and we got a chance to talk to the Turners, right? And when I went up there and talked to him, the first thing he said was, "We finna throw this ball all over the yard." That's what he said.
Yeah.
So I took it as, y'all really trust AOC.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't the talk last week.
Nope.
So that is kudos to him. He is a true passer of the football. Now, if you're mobile and you start using your legs like AP said, I don't know if you ate Wheaties, ice cream, granola bars, whatever it was, eat it again, because if you move off the spot and you make plays outside the pocket with your arm, we know you could play from in the pocket. So he earned himself another start, another game, and possibly starting training camp, being the starting quarterback for the Raiders.
This training camp,
if you continue
this
to play
training
like
camp,
this.
though, step up and take the job. That was the problem last training camp. When you're given the opportunity,
No doubt.
go after it.
No
and
question.
hopefully we'll see that going into training camp. All right, when we come back here on Raiders Game Day, we're going to take a look at Brock Bowers, who just continues to put up impressive numbers in his rookie season. That's next. This segment of Raiders Game Day is brought to you by America First Credit Union. For every Raiders first down at Allegiant Stadium this year, America First Credit Union will be donating $100 to a local charity.
The power of we is all for one. It's all for you. It's always there for you. It completes your circle. It says you've got a team even when you're out there alone. And with Intermountain Health in your circle, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Hey Raider Nation, when you come to see the Raiders take the field at Allegiant Stadium, you should do it from the best seats in the house. So grab an ice cold Coors Light, and you can enter to win tickets for these Coors Light silver seats at Allegiant Stadium. With plush seating, state-of-the-art beverage coolers, and wireless phone chargers, there's no better place to watch your Raiders bring home the win. Celebrate responsibly.
taste is not an option. Taste is everything. 1800, the world's most awarded tequila.
Every year, millions fly with us at Allegiant because together, we go places. We see old friends and try new things. We laugh. We really like to laugh. And reconnect. We remember. And we wander, which leads to wonder. From how we go to where we go to what we do when we get there, we go further together.
It's in our very nature to find exhilaration in the new, to seek the excitement of the unexpected, an endless yearning to experience what lies beyond the everyday.
Would you look at that? The NFL's most prolific tight end. A man of few words.
Rookie of the month, how does that kind of hit you as you heard about it?
That's cool. I don't know. And impressive evasive maneuvers.
You don't have a nickname?
No. Who is all about football.
I'm excited. Football.
Yeah, I just catch it and run. I don't know.
And beloved by all.
One and only Brock Bowers. All right. Thanks, man. Nice tight end of the week.
Guy's a legend. We're all ready.
Oh, really?
Bowers still going. Brock Bowers bulldozes his way. Brock Bowers pulling it in.
Oh, yeah.
If it was up to us, he would be the offensive rookie of the year. We do know it is usually a quarterback award, and last time I checked, Jaden Daniels did throw 5 touchdowns today. So we got to keep it in perspective. But what Brock Bowers is doing, especially people don't understand, and JJ, maybe you can shed a little light on this. Rookie tight ends don't have a lot of success in this league. It's a tough position to play. I know we've seen 2 good ones recently in Sam Laporta and now Brock Bowers, but before that, not a lot of rookie tight ends come right out and are swinging the way he is.
It is very, very hard as a rookie to adapt to the speed of the game, to run routes, to be able to play the game the way Brock is playing the game right now. I mean, it has slowed down. He's a great route runner, great hands, making plays. But yes, we are witnessing history right now. And that's why he should truly, truly, truly be up there for Offensive Rookie of the Year, because he is making history in a lot of different categories. He is on fire right now. He can't be stopped. And not only that, I look at who you're doing it with. We praised AOC, but you done had Minshew. You done had Desmond Ritter. You done had AOC. You done had a lot less talented quarterbacks than a lot of these rookies and other tight ends and other players in the National Football League, and you still getting busy. On top of coordinator change. That's
a
huge,
great point.
man.
He doesn't have Patrick Mahomes out there throwing to him. Or Jared Goff like Laporta did last year.
And last year, I was a huge fan of Mike, Big Mike. Big Mike had a good year for a young tight end. That's the kind of tight ends that you would expect to have. You know, you kind of have some bumps and bruises or whatever. Man, this guy is amazing.
And not only that, one more point. He don't got no Tyreek Hill on the outside.
No.
He ain't got none of
He is the number
He don't got no
one
Amra
target.
St. Brown. He's the numero uno. Get off the bus. Where he? Hey, Ringo.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Them other dudes ain't had that attention like that.
Man.
The White House took the attention. So kudos to Brock, man. Balling. They know you're going to get the ball, and it do not matter.
He already has the rookie reception record. He is 6 catches away from breaking Darren Waller's record of 107 receptions, which is the most in Raiders history by any player. Not just tight ends.
Wow.
Jerry Rice.
Hall of Famers.
Tim Brown.
Hall of Famers
Devontae Adams.
in this history.
James Jones.
Exactly. Exactly.
Up there with you guys.
And right now he's chasing Mike Ditka's record for the most amount of receiving yards by a rookie receiver. Yes, that's going to get broken, that's for sure. But you got to be fair. Mike Ditka did do it in 14 games. I always like to give perspective there. He did it 14.
We're not going to be fair when it comes to rookie of the year.
But it's not going to be fair when it comes to rookie of the year. And, you know, and it is a shame that it automatically kind of people think of the quarterbacks. But I think we could be, maybe we should switch it up.
They should have a different award for the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know, like a Joe
Just
Montana.
like MVP, like maybe we should switch it
Yeah.
up. Saquon Barkley's the MVP this year. We actually have a running back, and then we see a tight end be offensive rookie of the year. Because if you're really being real with yourself, those two, in my opinion, are the MVPs of those two categories. No doubt about it.
You ain't lying, man. It's a hard job, man.
All right, well, we aren't the ones that decide that. I wish we were. We're going to take a break
Wish
here.
I was a voter.
And when we come back, we're going to take a look ahead at the next couple of games. Also, we're going to hear from the players in the locker room as the excitement around the win continues. This segment of Raiders Game Day is brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the official soft drink of the Las Vegas Raiders.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. It's your job to stock the city, restaurants and rooftops, bars and basements. Every corner store. And when it gets tough, you stay driven. Give it all you got, going nonstop, 20 stops. Because at the end of the day, every single round is on you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
Guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day, gonna be a day
when I'll be the one
you dream.
It's gonna.
It's gonna be Ray.
Dude, are you crying?
Looking good, guys.
Thanks.
Oh, hey, Pickle.
Hi, Dad.
I brought Mom's glasses from the hotel.
Oh, great. She's in the ballroom, the big one.
I'm coming up.
Vacations are better with the credit gods on your side. Rewards once available to the few are now accessible to the many. Earn points for travel with Credit One Bank and live large.
Taste is not an option. Taste is everything. 1800, the world's most awarded tequila.
Raiders Game Day is brought to you by Allegiant, the official airline of the Raiders. Low fares, nonstop flights, only at Allegiant.com. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Coors Light, choose chill, an official beer of Raider Nation. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. And by Twitch, watch, discover, join in.
Amir, 10-year veteran, thrusted into a bigger role than expected later in the season. He's actually ran for the most yards in his since 2017 in his career. Guys have talked about how he's kind of stepped up leadership lately. How much has he meant to this team as of late?
Yeah, a lot. Obviously, he has experience and been on a lot of different teams, and so knows definitely what the ups and the downs of the NFL is like, and just a guy who's going to be steady throughout. Also a great personality, fun guy to have in the locker room and to just talk life with. And so, yeah, we're super lucky to have him here, and he works so hard on his body, on the game. It's not surprising that he's performing.
And the way the NFL is structured, draft picks become, the fan base starts looking at things like that, especially this time of year. Do you guys hear that talk, and how do you guys deal with that?
Yeah, I don't read anything, so I don't really hear it. I think ignorance is definitely bliss, and that's how I'm rolling.
On a lighter note, Brock Purdy, still under his rookie deal, bought all of his offensive lineman trucks.
Man.
I'm just curious what you're going to be getting your offensive lineman for Christmas.
Not trucks, unfortunately. We were kind of spearheading it between really all the quarterbacks, and so we each kind of getting a different gift. But unfortunately not trucks. Maybe a Hot Wheel or something like that, but I can't do a real truck.
I like it, though. Keep it a
I
buck.
like it. Maybe Mitchie makes the most money, so he should throw the most in.
But on the real, though, because I've been going back and forth, I've had some conversations with quarterbacks because I've been seeing all this. I'm still trying to figure out to this day how wide receivers don't get no gifts.
I know.
And that's
You don't
real
keep them
speed.
upright.
You get the ball all the time. That's your gift.
Hold on.
That's your gift.
Because I was having this conversation with Aaron Rodgers the other day.
Did you tell him
he threw me across the middle so many times, and I done took some shots because you was about to get sacked. And same with DC, and we don't get no gifts. I'm still trying to figure that out. Because it ain't like you go the whole season and you don't get sacked.
We got some gifts today.
I'll tell you.
We got some gifts.
You know what? Because the wide receivers make a lot of money these days.
I'm still mad I ain't getting no.
Wide receivers up around $35 million a year. Those linemen aren't making quite that. Let's throw a left tackle. They're making some money. But that Toyota truck thing was pretty cool. All right. By the way, the next 4 weeks. Here's what's ahead. Got 2 more games left. Going to travel to the Big Easy to take on the Saints.
That's a W.
And then a game that hasn't been announced yet because it's in the flex spot, so we don't know exactly if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday of Week 18 against the Chargers. Chargers played that tight game against the Broncos on Thursday Night Football. And then got the Pro Bowl in Orlando. I'll be there. Be sure to vote for your Raiders. By the way, the window closes on Monday, so go to NFL.com and make sure you cast your vote.
Combine?
And then the scouting combine, it's going to be important because right now, it's good that the Raiders got a win, but they fall behind the Giants. The Giants are the #1 spot in the draft right now. The Raiders
That's just a big party for all the personnel people.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool to go see what talent is out there.
You've been to the
I have
combine?
not. I've covered a million drafts. I've covered a million Super Bowls.
we gotta get Amber to the combine.
Yes, we're gonna go.
I've been there once.
I gotta see that Raiders talent.
That was when I was running.
Incoming Raiders talent. That is definitely for sure. So don't forget, NFL.com. Vote for your Raiders for the Pro Bowl. Robert Spillane. Give Robert Spillane a little bit of love. All right, so the Raiders win this one. They are 3-12, 19-14 over the Jags. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
We'll
Happy
see you
holidays.
next week.